A woman goes to her doctor and takes her panties off and says to the doctor, "I want an operation because my functional lips are way too large." She asks the doctor to keep the operation a secret because she is embarrassed and doesn't want anyone to find out. The doctor agrees. She wakes up from her operation and finds 3 roses carefully placed beside her bed. Outrageous, she immediately calls in the doctor and says, "I thought I asked you not to tell anyone about my operation." "Don't worry," he says. "I didn't tell anybody. The first rose is from me. I felt bad because you went through this all by yourself. The second one is from the nurse. She assisted me with the operation, and she had the operation done herself." "Who is the third rose from?" she asks. "Oh," says the doctor. "That rose is from the guy upstairs in the burns unit. He wanted to thank you for his new ears." An attractive blonde from Cork, Ireland arrived at the casino. She seemed a little intoxicated and bet $20,000 on a single roll of the dice, saying, "I hope you don't mind, but I feel much luckier when I'm completely nude." Next, she stripped from the neck down, rolled the dice, and with an Irish brogue yelled, "Come on, baby, Mama needs new clothes." As the dice came to a stop, she jumped up and down, squealed, "Yes! Yes! I won! I won!" She hugged each of the dealers, picked up her winnings and her clothes, and quickly departed. The dealers stared at each other dumbfounded. Finally, one of them asked, "What did she roll?" The other answered, "I don't know. I thought you were watching." Moral of the story: not all Irish are drunks, not all blondes are dumb, but all men are men. A man walked into a bar and confidently ordered a glass of white wine, as if it were the most normal thing in the world. Upon receiving his drink, he took a small, deliberate sip of the wine, his expression thoughtful. Then, without any warning or apparent reason, he threw the remainder of the glass directly into the bartender's face, the wine splashing across his startled features. Before the bartender could even recover from the shock and surprise of this bizarre act, the man suddenly burst into tears, his composure completely breaking down. "I'm so sorry," he sobbed, his voice filled with genuine remorse. "I have this uncontrollable compulsion to do that to bartenders. I can't tell you how mortifying it is to have such an embarrassing issue." To the man's surprise, the bartender, instead of being angry or retaliatory, was remarkably understanding and empathetic. He listened to the man's tearful apology with a calm demeanor and suggested that the man seek professional help to work through his unusual problem. "As a matter of fact," the bartender offered, "I have the name of an excellent psychiatrist. Both my brother and my wife see him, and they both claim he's the best in the business." 3 months later, the man returned to the same bar. The bartender recognized him immediately and was eager to find out if he had taken his advice and sought therapy. "Did you follow my suggestion?" the bartender asked, pouring the man another glass of white wine, his curiosity evident. "I absolutely did," the man replied, taking the offered glass. "I've been attending appointments with that psychiatrist you recommended twice a week. He's been very helpful." The man then took a sip of the wine, and once again, without any warning, splashed the rest of the glass directly into the bartender's face, repeating his strange behavior. The bartender, visibly flustered and wiping his face with a towel, stammered, "It seems that the doctor hasn't made much progress with you on this issue." On the contrary, the man insisted, his voice calm and matter-of-fact, "He's helped me tremendously." "But you just threw the wine in my face again," the bartender exclaimed, completely confused by the man's logic. "Yes," the man calmly replied, taking another sip of his newly poured wine. "But now it doesn't embarrass me anymore.